What should I do if immigration officers or ICE agents show at my door? Shall I open the door? Hi, this is attorney Khoshbakht from Law Office of Khoshbakht Gigasari. I'm an immigration attorney practicing in Los Angeles, California. So please note that all people living in the United States have certain U.S. constitutional rights. So if you are an undocumented person and an ICE officer or agent knocks at your door, you need to know what rights you have. So first of all, you do not have to open the door. So if the ICE officers shows at your door and knock the door, you have the right to not open the door. If they say that they have a warrant to enter the door, you gotta understand that not any warrant would allow them to enter the house. Only a search warrant signed by a judge would allow them to enter the house. And if they say we have the ICE deportation warrant, keep in mind that's not the same as a search warrant signed by a judge. So you have the right to ask them to show you the warrant or the paper or any document they have, and they assert that that's the warrant. You can ask them to slide it under the door or put it actually on the window of the door so that you can see. You should check your information. You should check that it has a correct name and address of you, and also you should check that if it is signed by a judge. And if it is not signed by a judge, so it's not a valid warrant that would allow them to enter the house. Another thing is you have the right to remain silent. So if they want to ask you questions, you have the right to remain silent and do not ask any of their questions. So and you have to let them know that you have the right to remain silent. So there are specific red cards known as Know Your Rights red cards, and you can order those cards online and you can have them at your house. So if one day you have the same situation and you have it at your house, you can show them that these are your rights and you have the right to remain silent. And also why this is very important to know that you have the right to remain silent, because they might ask you questions about where were you born and where are you coming from and how did you enter the United States or when did you enter the United States. Please note that these dates in these information are very important, and they might negatively affect your immigration case in the future. So I'm not telling you to lie on anything. You just need to remain silent, and you have the right to remain silent. And also avoid giving them any false information or giving them any false documentation, because those also would be used against you in your future immigration cases. Also, if they ask you to give them any identification documentation that has your country of birth, so you do not need to give that to them. And also the other thing is you have the right to speak to a lawyer. So if you are detained by ICE and you are taken into the custody, so you should let them know that you have the right to speak to a lawyer. If you do not have a lawyer, you let them know that you want to speak to a lawyer, and you can ask them to give you a list of pro bono lawyers. You also, if you have an attorney and you have the G-28 signed by you and your attorney, which is actually a form that would approve that your attorney represents you in your immigration case, you can show them that form. And you can also ask them that you want to contact your consulate, and your consulate may help you to locate an attorney for you. And also, please make sure that you do not sign any documents before speaking to your attorney, and let them know that you need to speak to an attorney before signing any documentation. And if you have to sign any document, also please make sure that you completely understand what is the document, that document you're signing about, you understand the concept of the document, and do not sign anything that you do not understand. If you have any questions about that, and you are worried, if you have been contacted by ICE at your house, please call our office at 424-402-7053. Thank you and have a great night.